we are going to talk about the short sale and the foreclosure market, and really your part of that is counseling clients and our public with what happens when, there's trouble. What happens if you're behind or you're going to get behind. And so you're the mortgage guy, right? And you typically are helping people get a mortgage, but you got to have that conversation. It's always good to have an exit plan.
Absolutely.
At least know what the rules are. So I think the first question that people have, at least that we hear all the time, is, do I keep making my payments? There's a lot of misconception out there about what the banks think and feel and who the players are. And,
Right.
Do I keep making payments or do I stop making? What's the 1 minute story on that?
Well, most of the time when somebody enters into a short, that's usually what happens. Most of the time when somebody enters into a short sale agreement, they're asked to basically stop making their payment and wreck their credit. But it's a very, as Elizabeth might say, a needle in a haystack thing. You can actually continue making your mortgage payment if you have the ability to do it and not wreck your payment, not wreck your credit.
Of course you can, but do you want to? If you're unable to make your mortgage payment, your credit is going to take a hit. Right?
Sure, if you stop making your mortgage payment, your credit is going to take a hit. But we actually see this, not very often, but we see it where people go through the short sale process and don't have to wreck their credit, and then they can turn around and buy a house. They can scale down, get into something more comfortable right away without a waiting period. It's rare, but it can be done. Most of the time they're asked to stop making their mortgage payment. Now, from my perspective, the last thing you should do is stop making your mortgage payment if you're concerned about your credit. If there's any other way to keep paying something else or defer it, contact the creditors and set up payment arrangements. Do something else besides just wrecking your credit.